Hello, folks. Anyone watching on Twitch, be it live later on when it's sort of video on demand, or when I upload this to YouTube. Dave here, Draven Swiftbow on YouTube, and we are going to be picking up our Dragon Age Origins playoff. Sorry, the NHL playoffs just ended, and I don't want to talk about it too much right now, but playthrough is what I meant to say. So we are playing as a castless dwarf rogue, and in the last stream we went through the Battle of Ostagar. We also went to the town of Lothering, and we picked up these two guys. So we have Bodon and Sandal Fedek, and yeah, they're going to be with us as basically as merchants and stuff. So today the plan of attack is to go to Redcliffe and probably also just a couple of other places for a few things, or just check a few things out. And we'll also at least start the temple, or not the temple, but the Circle of Mages as well. So one of the things that I wanted to do in this playthrough is just, like, try to talk to all the different party members and sort of try to build up my approval meter with them. And I was going to sort of do it with everyone in the beginning of this episode, but I think what I'm going to do is just maybe one or two. So let's go ahead and start with Aleister, and we'll talk to him for a little bit.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I did not. Doesn't mean I don't more. I'm gonna be a total bro for Aleister, because Aleister deserves it.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
No, Aleister, you don't need to apologize, dude.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
He kind of ordered us to do it. But you know what? Yeah, I understand.
I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High-Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Dwarves don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
I think we just throw them in the lava pit. Oh, right, yeah, we entomb them.
I heard about that, now that I think about it. Their spirits return to the rock, strengthening the foundation of the Tig. It sounds so strange.
Yeah, it kind of does. But no stranger than burning honored dead to ashes.
Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Anytime, Aleister. Alright, so we got +5 approval on him there, so that's pretty cool. Let's also talk to Sten, and then we'll set out on our journey. We're working together. Let's just try this one here. Let's just try to get a few things straight, because I think I never have used that dialogue option. I've usually used like number 2 or 3. So I think we should talk for a moment, or we're working together. I think I should get to know you. But Sten kind of responds well to like more direct, so we're gonna try that out. Sword Talon 1. Hey, hey, Draven. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for popping in for a bit. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and select this and see how Sten responds.
Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Well, it's pretty much the same answer, I think, that he always gives. I need to know if I can trust you at my back. No, we'll show some concern.
Concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Actually, you are, because normally when I play with you and my party, you get knocked down, like, every single time, and you never, you took less damage, I think, than anybody, so, yeah, you're good.
I am.
You said you were in the army. Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, dwarf. My people have
What do
been
you
at
mean?
war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
Oh, it's Tim. Hey, Tim. It was great to see you. Yeah, thanks for popping in. I know you. I've seen you on the Master of the Game channel as well when I was running the Dragon Age stuff. So it's always really great to hear from you, man. Let's see. Naturally, the natives don't want to give their land, so the Canary don't come from the islands. Let's try.
Words
Have you
fail
tried
when
diplomacy?
Your opponent's native language is deceit. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
Something tells me that I'm not getting any
you
approval
wish.
points with him here. Oh no, actually, okay. +2 approval. All right, sweet. And I think we. Whoops. Playing so many different games that I'm losing track of how to access inventories. All right, I think we've got. Yeah. Okay. I think we got basically everything sort of set up. I would like to lessen my inventory somewhat, but I'm not entirely sure I want to completely give up some of these things yet. Unfortunately, I don't currently have the DLC where I can get a storage chest, but I may have to. I may just have to get that because I kind of want to go through most of the DLC if I can in this playthrough as well. So we'll see what happens. But for now, let's gather our party. So, of course, we're going to go with Aleister. We're going to go with Morrigan, and we're going to go with Sten. Oops. Okay, yeah, that's right. World map.
Oh, blast it.
Huh. Okay. Am I doing something wrong here?
Blast it.
Alright, let's just remove all. Huh. This is my first time playing this from the, So accept. Huh. Okay, it's not letting me access the world map here. Just sorry for being a bit confounded. I guess maybe I just do it through here? Wait. Oh, is that what I think it is? If that's the Shale quest, I'm going there. Yeah, okay. Huh. So on the 360 version, which is what I've always played, normally you can just immediately access the map from that screen. Like once you select your party, it just automatically brings up the world map. So it threw me off a little bit. So I'm playing the play pass ultimate play pass version of this. So maybe there's some slight differences. Hey Felix.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
I'm so glad that I can get Shale. Are you asking me to find your mule?
I sent the elf to do that. I wouldn't dream of asking a stranger to do it. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
That sounds like an Orlesian name.
I don't normally take this route, but
I just got the game in yesterday, so I'm a bit green still. The video game or the tabletop
this trip has
RPG?
been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out? Of all the
Sure.
other
What do you
things
need?
that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. I can't even get to it now, but perhaps you could. Maybe you'd, take it off my hands?
Maybe. Download content. Let's take a look. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is going to get me to try, like, ask me to put in a code or not, so we'll see what happens here.
We can work out something reasonable, I'm certain.
No. Must be connected to Xbox Live to purchase content. God dang it. And I'm not technically connected to Xbox Live right now. Alright, well, I got my hopes up. I might see if I can fix that and come back later. Because I don't think that's going to disappear. Alright. I do believe that the ban Lauren's lands, like the return, I think that's for return to Ostgar. So I don't know if that's going to be the same situation or not. But, okay, well, we tried to get Shale. I may do stuff in between. Because I know, like, originally it was a download code that I got, I believe, with the game. When I bought the collection that had Origins and, what's it called? Origins and Awakening, bundled together. So, I believe it came with a download code for Shale. So yeah, I'll see if I can get him. But we'll make our way to Redcliffe after all. Alright, so we're telling PS3 version. I don't think the DLC will work because the server's no longer connected, yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. If I can't get them, I can't get them. When I go to the Microsoft store, there was some DLC available that I was able to download here on the Series X. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But on to Redcliffe. Oh, okay, we go from one merchant to another. So actually this one's kind of good. Because he has a tome. I forget what it increases though. If it's just an attribute point or if it's actually like a skill. We'll see what we get. I always like seeing this guy the first time we come across him, or if I have the money to buy the thing that I really want. But he's also like a super common encounter. I will sell this enchanted dagger though, because I did not need that. Alright, yeah, so that should be in the usable items. Tome of Skill and Sundry, which I can afford, but what does it do? Oh, it is 1 point to spend on a skill. Okay. So it's not just an attribute. I think there's a couple of books you find that's literally just for an attribute. But that one lets us increase a skill, so let's buy that. Took a lot of my money, but it's still going to be worth it. And we'll get these lesser health poultices and a couple of we'll get the lesser lyrium potions as well. And then I'm immediately going to go in to potions, to our tome,
time to review what we've learned,
and level up. So this one, whenever you gain one of these books, it will always give you one attribute point, which is great because I can use it to bolster my strength, which I want to get a little bit higher, so I can use one of the achievement related or achievement unlocked weapons. And I think I can get some better armor later on down the road as well. So if I put a point to strength now, it's just one less that I have to spend when I level up. So we're going to do that. And, oh, the skills. Excellent. So actually, I'm going to go with expert combat training because I'm about to run into a wall for my dual weapon where I won't have... where I want to make sure that I can access the tier 3 abilities, because like I said, we're gonna be getting there kind of soon. So that was great. That was totally worth it, and we're gonna see him a whole bunch more times, and it's gonna suck every time we do, because I basically got the only thing that I really wanted from him.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What? Let me guess, you're an idiot. See, I can't be mean to you. Morgan's in the party, and she will take care of that for me. So.
Let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Al Eamon exactly?
You did not.
I'm a
yeah, I
bastard.
think you did
My
say
mother
something
was a
along those
serving
lines.
girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Our Lehman took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
What? You didn't think you might have told me this before? So you're not just a bastard, but a real bastard. So Aleister likes sarcasm, so
Ha,
boom.
yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you
Does
to know
explain
as
why
long
you
as
were sent to the
possible.
tower.
I'm sorry.
No, we're
Ah,
good.
Good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Aleister resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Aleister made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Well, I already don't like her. Anyone that's mean to Aleister is an enemy of mine.
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
No, it's kind of hard to blame her for that, I guess.
My blood has
keep
never
it-
been important to me. I've spent my whole life trying to
Why keep it a
forget
secret is what I
about
meant to
it,
say.
being told that I would never sit on the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Sounds good,
See?
aren't you?
I knew you could do it. It's easy, isn't it?
Alright, so I think that should also give me some more approval from Aleister. Yeah, there we go. Not a ton, but a little bit, so we'll take it. Oh, hello, Thomas.
Travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Yes?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've heard the Earl is
Heck,
sick.
for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently
Well, that's
everyone
no good.
seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Van Tegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy who mouthed off
It's
to
not far.
Logain. I like
You'll
him.
come with me.
I kept backing up the creation screen at first, kept hitting the wrong button. Yeah, so the very first time I went to play this game, I spent, not a long time, but I probably spent a good 15 minutes or so designing my character, going through all the options, trying to pick just the right thing. and I hit the back button instead of the accept button, or I think actually what I did is I hit the quick play button. So I just immediately jumped in with the default character and name.
Who are these people with you?
So
They're
yeah, I know
obviously
what
not
it's like.
simple
I
crowd.
totally know what it's like
No, my
to
lord.
do that.
They just
I mean, you
arrived,
just
and I
saw
thought
me
you would
struggle
want to see
with exiting
Well
the
done,
camp.
Thomas.
So,
Greetings,
and I've played this
My
game a
name is
ton of
Tegan,
times.
Baron
Never
of
had that problem
Rainsfield,
before though.
brother
It's
to the
it's a new one for me.
I remember you, Bantegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Aleister? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would
Yeah,
have us
Tyrion
believe
Loghain's
all
a
Grey
dick.
Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
So you don't believe? Well, no, obviously you don't believe his lies. I saw the
What, that he
cutscene.
pulled his men in order to save them? That Kalen risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls
That's
the Grey Wardens
really close
traitors,
zoom in.
murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back,
What kind
but
of
many
things?
perished during the assault.
Well, I'm the main character of this video game, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna take care of this
There are
right
no
here and now.
darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
If there's a chance to rescue the Earl, we have to try. Let's see if I can persuade Sten.
Perhaps.
How pointless to
Kinda
have these
neutral, but
villagers
whatever.
fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
All right, let's do her.
Luck be with you, my friend.
Yeah, I knew. Wow, Sten actually approved. I knew Morgan was going to disapprove. I'll have to get some gifts or something to try to fix that. Sword Talon 1. Pretty cool that they changed the beginning cutscenes based on the history you pick. Yeah, that's probably my favorite aspect of this game and why Origins is my favorite of all the Dragon Age games.
Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's
Because the character that you choose has like their own opening introductory chapter, and none of the other games do that, unfortunately. It kind of sucks because that was like one of the best parts of this game, and I kind of wish more just more RPGs in general would do that. I'm sure there's a ton that do. I'm just not super familiar with them. And also, just like any one of these playthroughs, I'll probably announce this or explain this, I should say, every time. At least on the Xbox version. Whenever you select the radial menu, it will also highlight anything that you can interact with. So, like for example, if I go all the way back here and then do this, you'll see like bookshelf over just to the right of the radial menu, and like village book. It's a great way to know if you've missed anything, which I usually do. So I tend to do that a lot, just to see what's around that I can interact with. And I have explained that in the other streams as well, but just for people that have never didn't catch any of the other streams, that's sort of why I do that. And I believe I have something
You're
to give
a Grey Warden,
you.
right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband
I
and
sure
son went
was.
there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Yeah, they're super
I am.
dead.
You've heard of me?
Well, oh yeah, I guess they just come out and say it, huh?
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
Well,
Maker's blessings upon you.
oh, you didn't even give me anything. Cool, I'll check that out. Yeah, I don't know if it does it in the PS3 version or not. I've only ever played the 360 version.
I'm so scared, Father.
So if it works, let me know. I'd love to know.
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
All right, hello, other side
Am I
quests.
bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet. I shouldn't be such a
bothering me.
crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too. You
I'll
will?
look for him.
Thank you so much. Please find him.
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here.
Night's not gonna get here until I decide it's time for it to. So, you just relax.
Humans keep all their wisdom. Your behavior makes much more sense to me now.
Alright, yeah, I think the first place we want to go to is talk to Murdoch
So
here.
you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
You
So you
heard
say?
wrong.
A damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference.
That much is clear.
We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help them.
I normally don't have Sten in my party when I come here, so
Well, we
that's
do want
kind
to
of nice
help
to see.
however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch.
Yeah, we're the
Mayor of
protagonists.
What's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
I'm sure you won't be.
I
Alright, persuade.
hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
Yeah,
We need
What can I do to
little
help?
armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
alright, I'll see what I can do. Is there
Could
anything
use some
else?
extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses. He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Yeah, that's pretty short-sighted,
Let's
sort of
hope
thing.
we
Like,
see
yeah,
more.
I don't need you, but you know, if the entire town is completely overrun, and you're the last one left, it might not go so well for you. So let's go this way. You all right there, Aleister? Okay, cool. All right, so general store. We want to check out the general store. There's Dwin's home. Caitlin's home. Okay. This is a section I always get like lost in a couple of times. So we're looking for this general store there. Okay, so let's do this one first. Just take care of this. And I am playing this on the Xbox Series X, so the loading times are like fantastic. In Origins, there's like two different types of loading screens. There's the ones where you actually bring up like it'll show like the heroic accomplishments screen. And then you'll have one where it will just transition. So normally when you see that loading screen, it takes a while. Okay, I need a key. It takes a while to do on like the 360 version. Here, this transitions as quickly as the room to room one. It's fantastic. Like I don't have enough time to usually read any of the information on the screen, so that's going to be nice. I think that helps with the stream, too, because there's just less loading time. When you approach the dresser, something moves inside. You hear a short, surprised intake of breath, and then silence. So I like those little like narrative moments as well, because it very much feels like a game master describing what's going on, and being a tabletop a tabletop fan, I guess. Fishing, I mean, I don't want to... Anyway, someone who's big into tabletop RPGs, it's kind of cool to see stuff like that. So we're just going to say someone in there.
This isn't your home.
A small human. I say burn it out.
Ah, what are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Well, that worked.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm. I
Your
just
sister's looking for you, you
don't want
know.
to be at the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave.
Well, it's better to be brave in front of people than hiding in a
I
dresser.
wasn't always in here. I hid when I heard you coming. Well, I shouldn't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I can help. Let's throw that persuade around.
Good. All right, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's, and Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Where's the
In the
sword
chest.
now?
In Mother's room. Father gave me
There's a lot of dialogue in
But
this
I'm not
section. I
supposed
guess
to
I don't
talk
want
to
to talk
anyone.
over all of it, but I also don't want there to be a lot of dead air. No, I don't want the sword. I really don't want the sword. Perhaps I could help you and your sister. Well, you know what? Let's persuade and see what happens.
I can't give it to you. It was Father's. Caitlin would be so mad if I did.
All right. Well, I can maybe
could?
help you in return.
Maybe you could give my sister money?
I can see the difference. That's
said
a
if we
bit
had
drastic.
money,
Yeah, the load
we'd be
time
all
is
right,
super
even if Mother
super
is
different
dead.
on this console, which is great. Like normally it's like, 20, 25, 30 seconds for I think for the average load screen. So to see it go by in a few seconds is great. I remember this kid. Yeah. I'm gonna help him. I don't think I've ever actually tried the intimidate
All right,
options.
here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should...
Like every once in a while,
Go
I
back to
start
the
up a
Chantry.
playthrough with the intention
Good luck.
of basically like being a bit of a jerk, and I just never bring myself to do it. All right, so he gave us the key there. Now I was able to do that. Oh, I love that load time. Like I was able to do that in. That is the only thing in the chest. In Star Wars Knights of the Republic, because they had like a clear-cut light side and dark side, and like the different. Basically, the alignment that you chose would dictate some of the abilities you could do. So there was more of an incentive to actually play like a cold-hearted prick in those games. With this one, there's really not. Like, if you just want to make someone that's kind of rude to people, you can. But I don't know. I just personally just have trouble bringing myself to actually do it. All right, so there is lamp oil in these barrels. That's important for later. Now, this is a chest I always get hung up on. Can I open it this time around? Nope. Gosh dang it. Oh, we got a note from some experience points. And how are we doing for experience? Not even close. All right. We'll come back to that later. And by the time I can open it, there's just not going to be anything in there worth taking. But we're going to do it anyway as a matter of pride. So now we go to Dwin's home. Yeah, it's hard not to be the good guy. It's not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like to be the good guy playing these games. Let's try picking the lock. All right. Well, see that. Why is his door easier to pick than anyway? I guess that actually kind of makes sense, but I always get mad at myself when I can't pick a lock.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Yeah, you should be helping people.
Up here on the surface, you'll find we're all the same. And here that means unwelcome. Even a fellow lowborn like yourself. The name's Dwin. Pleased
At least
to
he
meet
called me
you.
a lowborn,
Now,
not castless.
kindly tell me why you're here.
Yeah, you need to help fight, dude.
So, Murdoch's sending a dwarf to do his begging for him? hoping I'll get all misty-eyed with thoughts of home? Look,
No,
I'll tell
Orzammar
you the
sucks.
same thing I told him. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Can't I change your
I
mind?
have to admit, you've a better chance than most. At least another dwarf is likely to have a few rocks to rub together between their ears. What do you have in mind, then? Let's hear it.
Alright. Boy, so I know for a fact the I'll put a good word for you back in Orzammar is not going to work, so I'm going to hire him.
Serious? I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers.
Alright, let's be a little frugal
I
here.
look like an elf. I'm not that cheap.
Yeah, alright.
It's 100, or it's no deal.
Yeah, that's just 1
You're
gold.
getting
Here.
off easy there. But like you say, I guess this town needs a hero. You better be
That's
out
right.
there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
I mean, I have to be there when the sun goes down, because the sun won't go down until I'm there. Okay. So this is a guy that we're probably going to see later on, deeper into the playthrough, when we get into some of the characters' backstories. Not going to spoil anything here right now, but yeah, we will definitely see him again. So let's talk to
Have
Murdoch.
you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn fool you've ever met?
Oh, no, I haven't spoken to him
Thanks
yet,
for
but I would like to talk
persuading him
about
come
Dwayne.
out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
Sure is. Alright, I'll be
I
back.
have a
Need to
good
check on
feeling
something.
about tonight.
I don't like being out
Yeah,
here.
see?
The mayor's giving
We're
me
already
the
making a
green
difference.
light.
Is there stuff here? I mean, there's... So that chest... Huh. So that chest is in... Oh, no, wait. Maybe it's behind. I say, that can't be inside the smithy, because... There we go. I don't think I've ever actually picked that chest up again. Or before. Alright, yeah, so let's go to the smithy.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
I love Aleister's little shrug there. I kind of wish I had more persuade options. Like, I don't want to play as someone who intimidates. But that seems to be all that I'm getting.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
Here's a persuade. I prefer not to speak through a door.
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
So I think with Dwyn there, why the persuade failed is I think like it's like a very, very hard, almost impossible one to succeed at. So I just did not have enough ranks in coercion.
You wanted to talk? Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
I'm here to help.
Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like a dwarf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow,
Oh, come on, dude. It's
my name's
2021.
Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Well, I could go with a little bit beshotting. The militia needs your help desperately.
Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Elena, is one of the Aleister's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Well, I'm probably gonna go there. So I'll rescue her.
Good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Well, we're gonna need your help to do that.
It would be
What if
better
she's
than
dead?
going to my grave wondering.
Alright,
Not
I'll
good
do my
enough.
best.
Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll
I mean,
bring
I
her back
kind
to
of
me
already
if you
did,
can.
but...
I'll
Yeah,
accept
no,
that.
I promise.
It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Is this a promise we will not keep?
Let's hope not.
What's this?
Well, that is...
I said nothing to you, human.
Right.
I'm definitely losing some approval
I have some work
once
to do,
again with
relighting
Morrigan.
a forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Sure thing. Yep, I saw that coming. How bad is that? Their disapproval. Oh. So yeah, Sten I definitely gotta work on. Morrigan's still not too bad. She's only slightly behind Aleister. Alright. Okay, no, I thought that was maybe locked, but it's not. Alright, let's get out. Whoops. Let's get out. I know what I'm doing here. Yeah, that interaction was interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Alright, so I'm not ready to quite report back to him yet, but there's another spot to go to that I actually missed the first couple of times that I played through this, which is up here. To the tavern. Also, about the blacksmith's daughter quest there. The first time I played the game, I think this will give me experience, right? Yeah. The first time I played the game, I found her, I rescued her, so she was able to leave the castle. And I completely forgot to ever go back to the blacksmith to actually like complete that quest. So I didn't realize it until I was going through like the very end of the game, and it was just a quest I could no longer complete because I was in like the very like final battle scenario. So just, you know, make sure to always turn in your quest, folks, because I didn't, and it sucked. I just hate seeing something in active quests that I can't finish.
Right.
Let's do business.
Some supplies too, in case you're interested, with the store.
All right, let's have a look here. I don't need that longsword. Yeah, he really doesn't have much. Oh, but he does have ale. So we're going to buy that. So these guys here, these militiamen, they will ask for drinks. And I always, whenever I talk to them, I usually do, like, convince the bartender to actually give them alcohol. But I don't know if that's going to be good for it or not. He's still in limbo. Yeah, that very first character. The worst part is that I ended up eventually having to delete that file because you could only have so many characters at once. So he just never, we just never knew if his daughter actually made it back to the smithy or not. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to give them alcohol. I don't know if it makes a huge difference or not, but this guy I want to talk to.
Company.
Now, Berwick is also the name of a town here in Nova Scotia. That wasn't too far from where I spent most of my life.
Elves aren't
Strange seeing an elf here. Dude, easy.
I'm not here
it's
to
just
talk.
Curious is all.
Just leave me to drink, all right? I just want to be left alone. I said I'm not looking for company. I'm not here to talk.
Who are you?
Just leave me to drink, all right? I said I'm not looking for company. Why?
There's gotta be a dialogue option. There we go. Then what are you doing
Just waiting
here?
until I can leave again. I'm not here to talk. Just leave me to...
Dang it. Okay.
I said I'm not looking for company. I'm not here to talk. Just leave me to...
Yeah, I guess I really can't. Huh. That kind of sucks. Again, maybe my coercion and stuff's just not high enough. You can convince him to join as well, and he will give you information. That's kind of important, but for some reason it just won't let me. I may have chosen the wrong dialogue options in the beginning. It's been a while since I've actually gotten to, like, gone through the game. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. The basic long and short of it is that he was hired by Loghain to spy on the castle and just report if anything's changed. He doesn't give you any more information than that. But this was all stuff that was done recently, and there's other stuff that kind of proves that Loghain was up to some shady stuff, which we'll get there.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit I am unfamiliar with
take a
the
quick
dress
drink, I'll be right
of
back.
Warsaw Station. I do not wish to be rude. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Perhaps not. As much as I love the fact that I can do Twitch streams now, I do kind of hate the fact that it's like summer when I'm starting this, because it's really warm in here. But we'll get through it. Yeah. So the oil that we found in the store, I can mention it to him, and they'll make some traps.
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there anything I can do to
sufficient
help?
armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Alright, let's do this. I'll see what I can do for you.
As you wish, Grey Warden.
Carry on.
Make a watch over you.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your ills.
I also like the fact that like the characters will have, the NPCs will have like side conversations. Does this crossing this bridge always trigger dialogue between characters? No, okay. Only sometimes. Only sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the Chantry and talk to the revered mother. Just walk directly in front of these archers, because what could possibly go wrong? Oh, right. Speaking of forgetting to turn in quests.
This is who I told you about, Caitlin.
Nope,
Bevan
here
said
we go.
you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. Bevan told
Both
me
the sword I
about
found in your
Grandfather's
home.
sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Perhaps I could pay you something for it. Or I can return it after the battle. It belongs with your family. No, I said I could help, so let's do that.
No idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
So I can give them 500 silver. I can give them 5 gold for it. It's a valuable sword. Take 1 gold for it. So I'm going to give them 1 gold. I'm not going to give them 5 gold because I'm running low on my supplies here.
An honorable act.
Thank you. That's certainly
And that
a lot
will
of
definitely,
coin.
that will
How can I
definitely
ever
gain some
repay
approval
you?
from Sten because he's all about weapons.
It
Just stay
makes
safe.
sense, you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Yeah, Sten approves. Morrigan, man. Oh, speaking of Morrigan, let's maybe if I start feeding her alcohol, she'll like me more.
Interesting.
Well, not much, but I guess every little bit helps. Alright,
You are
revered
of
mother.
dwarven blood and a stranger amongst us, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
I will be
Be grateful
of
when we
your
win the
attempt,
battle.
even if it fails. We can ask no more. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
I mean, maybe not say that so loud around them, for starters,
I have
but...
done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
So basically you offer thoughts and prayers and change your profile picture to their flag. Can't you just bless them?
I can pray with them and give them my blessing. But Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Yeah, because religions never do
I
that.
suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Copy that. See now. Oh no, I was gonna say Morgan approves, but that's from earlier. Although I suspect Morgan would approve of getting the Chantry to basically bold-faced lied. Oh, we'll go behind you guys this time around.
Well, it looks like
Let's
Owen's
talk to Murdoch
finally
again.
doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over a drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're not only...
I hope you're
We're gonna
right.
win.
We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Right, I'll be
I have
back.
a good feeling about tonight.
Yeah, see, we're both boosting the morale. I am kind of mad at myself that I couldn't get Berwick to talk. Oh, Morgan gained a level. Alright, so magic and willpower are the two biggest ones for mages. Because it sets like their... Mages can cast more spells thanks to deeper mana pool. So we're gonna just gonna bring those up to even with each other. And can't remember if this is the first level that she's gained with us or not. It might be. Let's go with we'll go with shock. Okay, and I've been holding on to these mages' robes. What? Oh, treaties. Okay, I thought this said ancient text for a minute. And I was kind of holding off on giving it to her because this is going to increase her stats quite a bit. So right now it's like she's got willpower 26, magic 27. But if we put these on her, 35 and 31. So I guess it's not... I mean, no, that's still quite a bit. Still quite a bit of an increase, but we're going to give her those because it's going to make her a lot more effective. So, like, if I play through and I play a mage character, because that was a DLC unlocked item going through the Witch Hunt DLC. Whenever I play a mage, I just always give myself that, and my stats are like super jacked to begin the game. It's kind of nice. But I'm not playing a mage. I'm playing a rogue this time.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
All right, here's your
Spoken to
placebo.
the revered mother. Has she offered anything? If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it'll actually help?
These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Sure.
As you wish, Grey
Carry
Warden.
on.
make a watch over you.
Okay. I can't remember if I set, like, the nighttime thing with him or with Murdoch, or if I can do it with either. So let's just go talk to Murdoch one last time. I mean, I played this game a ton, but it's been a couple of years since the last time
The repairs
I've gone
are
through
underway
it.
surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Oh, we're gonna make it. I'm ready to take my... Yeah, okay. So, how's
Men's
morale?
spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
Okay, yeah, so I think... I want to say that he's not quite as confident if you let the soldiers get drunk. And I don't even know if Berwick actually is beneficial or detrimental. But let's wait for sundown to see another kind of neat animation.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
No, I completed all the quests that I could do right now.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
So yeah, I mean, nowhere near as cool as the Battle of Ostagar animation, but still pretty cool nonetheless. But before we do that... Okay, that is active, we're good. Let's do this. There's the fire. So this is going to be just a big old fight sequence here. There's going to be several different waves that we're going to have to go through. And, yeah, just hang out, guys. You certainly don't feel the need to jump into the battle, you know, when... Wow, he's really just gonna stand there, isn't he? I want to say if I can lure a Darkspawn over, like, they'll start fighting. But it really doesn't matter that much. There's more experience points for me. We're all doing surprisingly well. I don't think we take the fire damage. Go through. Sten's health is the one I want to look at the closest, so every once in a while I just sort of glance up at what he's doing. Oh. Backstab. Actually getting some pretty decent experience off these guys too. Nope, you leave Morrigan alone.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Okay, Dwin, did you hear that?
Need to hurry!
Okay, you just stay here, alright? Okay? Cool? Alright. Okay, we'll take a couple of weapons off these guys. Oh, chainmail, that's not bad. Should actually check Aleister's armor and see if that might be better for him, but we can do that later. So this next section here is interesting. I don't know if it's based on the amount of guys that you kill or the amount of time. I think it's actually no. It's based on the amount of like waves that you kill. I think. And I'll explain I'll explain why that's the case in a moment. But so I had a very interesting experience with this scene once. Lots of backstabs. And everybody's health is still holding up pretty well, which is good. We're actually attacking the NPCs a lot more. And I don't know if it's just because they're more of a threat now, or... One thing I would love to know is how those like little mini quests that I did, how they actually affect the battle. Because I've never actually like looked into that. I tried to see what the it's like. Obviously, like the oil one's super obvious, right? Because that first wave of enemies basically will just take damage, ongoing and automatic damage, which helps. But as far as like equipping the militia and boosting the morale, I don't know what that actually does. I guess it's because I've always just done like all the things that I can. So I've never had situations where I've like I've always had the blacksmith. I've always persuaded him to help. I haven't always managed to convince to win, but we just saw how useful he is. So I don't think that really impacts things at all. Oops, Sten gained a level. Right on, so this is going pretty well. Again, everybody's almost at full health, which is great. Especially Sten. I'm really impressed with her. I guess maybe the only difference that it makes is that the NPCs are tougher. So not as many of them are dying. Like, I think we've only lost one so far. So maybe that's the big difference. I don't know. But I do like quests like that. Whoa, okay. Settle down. Settle down, game. I think we're nearing the end here. Gather up a couple quick things here. We can turn into money. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so you have to clear out every single enemy.
We survived the night. We are victorious.
Let's wait for this.
And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
Damn right. There's still much to do. Yeah, no,
Let us
you're welcome.
bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with he who is their Maker. Long may they know the peace of his love.
Alright, so I'm a dwarf, so I'm going to say, may their ancestors give them welcome.
Favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Sure thing. So I'm going to waste a little bit of time. Aleister gained level 2. Great, so how close am I then? Probably still a ways... oh, come on, really? Alright, level up for Sten. We're still going to pump that Constitution because that is super low. It's lower than his Dexterity, for frig's sakes, come on. Like, Sten's such a great character, but he was built pretty poorly. Stunning blows, shattering blows. So it's passive, that's passive. Yeah, we'll go with shattering blows. I like the sound of that. And then we have our boy Aleister. So he needs strength and dexterity, so we're going to go 2 strength, 1 dex. because he needs to get up to a 26 dexterity, right? Yeah. So he needs to get 26 dexterity, and then I can just start putting everything into strength and con. Siege Weasel 57. Hey Dave, I enjoy your content. Thanks for... Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I really liked this game when it came out, but it's been a while, especially the tactics system. Yeah, the tactics system, I will admit, I completely and totally underutilize, but it is a really great system to have in the game. Basically what it is, for those that aren't aware, you can sort of choose how your characters will sort of act if you're not controlling them. So you can select tactics here, and you can have them target like whoever. Basically, you can just sort of set like when they use certain abilities, when they who they target, stuff like that. So it's a really, really great system that you can really customize the way that your party works. I just fully admit that I'm really bad at keeping up with actually using it. So now. I just want to see if I can access the world map. Okay. No, I can't go anywhere yet. So basically there's something that I kind of want to do to trigger some of like the factions that can give you quests, but I think I actually have to go through the first part of the castle in order to do that, so let's do that right now. I always liked the map of Redcliffe too. Like in Inquisition, I think you can go back to Redcliffe, but I have to admit, like I don't recognize it like as strongly based off of this as I would have liked. But oh, Andraste's Grace, that's a gift I can give to Liliana.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all, but I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan.
Well, there's not many.
To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
Cool.
Perhaps I
That's
should have
convenient.
gone into the castle earlier, but I could not leave the villagers. Maker's breath.
Tigan, thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
Oh, yeah, that sounds perfectly safe.
What? Who is this man, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Aleister. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens.
Wow,
Isolde.
she is just a wonderful person, isn't she?
I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde,
The
we had
circumstances
no idea anyone was even alive within
being?
the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and haunt the living. The
Yeah, we saw that.
was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
So yeah, we must decide quickly.
We need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tigan. Bless you.
I have no
Seems you
illusion
have
to
little
deal with
choice.
this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you
Yeah, I
excuse
know.
us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
Well, I guess you could say you end up distracting them. Alright, let's just do it.
I would prefer to go inside with you, but I have no choice in the matter. Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
Gotcha. But again, I'm going to be the nice guy. I don't believe that. I will rescue you all.
The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe.
One fool plan on top of another.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Alright, well, Sten doesn't actually disapprove, even though he had the dialogue that sounded like it disapproved. So, let's go into the windmill. There is some stuffs here. Okay, so health poultice and a love letter. So, the love letter is another source of frustration for me in this game. Because you can take on certain quests, certain interested parties, basically, where you have to collect, like, a bunch of love letters that are basically going to be used for, like, blackmail, like, let's be honest. But you have to get, like, 12 of them, I believe. And I've never actually found all 12. As many times as I've played this frickin' game, I've never actually found all 12. And it frustrates me because, again, I hate having, like, quests uncompleted.
Hello? Who's there? Is there anyone alive out there? Wait, you don't look like the Aleister's guards. Are you from outside the castle?
Possibly. So, interesting note, this is one of the main NPCs from the Mage's background storyline. So it's kind of cool to see him. So throughout the game, you can sort of run into some individuals that you've, like, interacted with in your backgrounds. I think the human noble's, like, sort of the only one where you don't, but there's a reason for it, because there's a character that you're basically looking to get revenge on. But yeah, so, and if if you're interacting with them as the character from that background, it does unlock some different dialogue. So I think there's a merchant outside of Orzammar that I can talk to. That was the guy that I went around with in my origin story. But this is Jowen. He was from the Circle of Mages, and things didn't go so well for him there.
My name is Jowen. I'm a mage Lady Isolde hired to tutor her son Connor, until they threw me into the dungeon here.
Oh, what have you done?
I thought everyone knew. I poisoned Eamon.
Oh, that's okay. What about all the walking corpses?
I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot.
Well, that's not very nice. Why did you poison the Arl?
By Terran Loghain. I was told that Eamon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar, a blood mage.
You? A blood mage? Truly? I would never have guessed.
A blood mage? Well, that isn't good.
I dabbled in the forbidden arts, and they condemned me to death for it. I thought Loghain was giving me a chance to redeem myself. But he's abandoned me here, hasn't he? Everything's fallen apart, and I'm responsible. I have to make it right somehow. I have to.
Alright, That's all well and good. Why were you tutoring her
Connor
son?
had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the Circle of Magi would take him away for training.
Connor? A
That
mage?
is what they do.
I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the Circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent. Her husband had no idea.
So maybe
I thought
Connor's
that too.
responsible?
Connor has little knowledge of magic, but he may have done something to tear open the veil. With the veil to the Fade torn, spirits and demons could infiltrate the castle. Powerful ones could kill and create those walking corpses.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I
never
understand.
meant for it to end like this. I swear. Let me help you fix this.
I say kill the mage. He cannot be trusted.
He doesn't need to die,
Yeah,
surely.
I say
we
this
know
boy
how
can
the
still be
Kunari
of
think
use
about
to us.
mages.
But if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him.
Oh, yeah?
Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Aleister who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
Give me a chance, please.
How will... Alright, so what are you going to do?
Try to save anyone still up there. There must be something I can do.
Oh,
glad
that's
you think
commendable
so.
if it's true.
So what now? You're letting me out?
Alright, you're
And
free.
what then? I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'd like to help out, but...
Of course not.
I'm not so sure I want to follow you into danger, exactly.
Then
I
help,
won't,
just
I
don't make
promise.
things worse.
I will find a way to fix this somehow.
Alright, good security. Didn't even have to pick it, just open it. I wonder if he actually ever just tried to open it. Yeah, so there's some big disapprovals there, but I got Morgan to approval +7, so that offsets some of her stuff. It's fine. I'll get them back. Alright, so I am looking to be able to equip, at some point, this weapon here. It requires a 31 strength, and I know I'm going to need a high strength for some of the armor I want to get later in the game as well. So, we're going to have to put... we're going to put a point into strength for now. And then cunning. I believe cunning is used for, like, lockpicking and persuasion. And dexterity is pretty good as well. So we're going to do... We'll put 2 into cunning. And we're also going to take expert coercion. Now I could take this as well, mechanical expertise, and that should let me pick the chest that's here in town. But I think... Okay, requires level 9. I think I just gained level... What did I gain? Level 7 or level 8? 22 dexterity. 24 dexterity. Alright. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's take that for now. Character level 8. Okay, I just gained level 8. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And then we have a pile of filth. And these guys are going to get up, but they're not going to do it until I get right about here. Let's take out these corpses. Sweep attack, try to get as much damage on them as possible. Oh. Alright, well that went well. Pile of bones. Then we're just going to grab some stuff here that we can sort of take for resale. The health poultice will come in handy. Here we have a note. Oh, come on. Alright, let's go quest related. So, rolled up note. I hope whoever I was born in grew apples. Okay, it says quest related. I'm not sure what that's connected to, but we're just going to move on. Alright, so another important thing is to make sure that I do find the blacksmith's daughter here, because she's alive if you find her, but if you forget and then come back later, she's gone, and there's like no saving her. So that's another way that I've also failed the quest before. Right, so also with killing these corpses, once we're inside the actual castle, some of these corpses are going to drop what's called corpse skulls. Or at least I hope they're going to. And I need like a dozen of those or so for a quest. One of those faction quests. So there's like the Mages Collective, there's a mercenary group, whose name I completely forget off the top of my head. And then I think there's and then there's some, like, yeah, none of them gave me anything, that sucks. But then there's like some, quests you can do if you have, like lock picking and stealth, which at some point I'm going to have to take stealth, at least one level of it. And we're just gonna rob the armory here. And then we'll sell the stuff back to them. That sounds fair, right? Sir Shades. I'm just gonna drink a potion preemptively. I don't think I'll need it, but I'd rather use it and not need to than need to and not be able to use it. Oh, Aleister got the messy kill there. Oh, damn, I got that blade. That sword. I should see if Aleister can use it. Because it's probably better than what he's currently using, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Right. And get some more XPs. So once again, those go into, like, codex entries, which I always feel terrible because I never really read them. I think I said this in the last stream, too, like, because the developers were really proud of the amount of world building that they did, just with the, yeah, at least the same place, just with, like, the codex entries and stuff that you can come across. And it's really unfortunate because I think a lot of people just kind of skip over them. I remember, like, there were times where I tried to make a decent effort to start reading them, but the more I got like into the story of the game, the less I felt like pausing and reading like the small text on my TV screen. Because like, especially like when I first started playing this, like the very first couple of playthroughs that I did were on an old CRT television, and yeah, the text wasn't bad on it, but it wasn't like the most enjoyable thing to try to read either. It was a decent size CRT. It was like a 32-inch. Oh, I was not paying attention. And Aleister died. God dang it. Luckily, permadeath is not a thing, so he will be back. And I think the coast is clear. But we did buy some injury kits, so we're going to go ahead and use one of those now. There's corpse skulls, okay. Dang it.
It's a trap.
So that's like the one thing with trying to do commentary and play a game at the same time. Is sometimes you just get kind of caught up in what you're doing and completely forget to pay attention to what's going on. But that's okay. No harm, no foul. Aleister's gonna be fine. Alright, let's finish looting these corpses. Okay, that's quite a few corpse skulls. I'm hoping that we get enough to complete that quest when we get it, but I don't think you usually do. I think you're usually like a couple short, so you have to wait until later on. In fact, yeah, it goes straight into corpse. It goes straight into plot related, even though I haven't actually gotten the quest yet. So at 7, yeah, I'm hoping I get enough, but I don't think I'm going to. That's fine. Oops, some berry. Okay, that was a good use of the stupid thing. So these things have kind of gone a little... Oh, dang it. Nope, stop. I'm dead. I'm just gonna switch to Aleister. Alright, let's switch to Morrigan, actually. Spells... Lightning... Lightning Cone... Use that spell that I've never used before in my life. So that was an attack. I think when I fought Mabari in the in a different section there, I sort of talked about like an attack where they can knock you down and just like start, just basically start like ripping out your jugular, and that's basically what happened there. So the Mabari can do that, and because of course they can, the giant spiders can also do that, which really sucks, because like as much as I hate it when the dogs do it, I hate it even more when the spiders do it, because I just hate the spider animation. Yeah. And, like, I got this lamb bone as a gift. I think that's supposed to be meant for the dog character, but the dog character starts at, like, 100% approval to begin with, so there's really no reason to ever have to try to bump up its approval of you. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to give that bone to Sten, because I feel like he would appreciate it.
Thank you.
Wow, he did, actually. Cool. Alright, anything else I can... So door, main hall, door, courtyard, door, wooden crate, basement cellar. Alright. So, I believe... Yeah, there we go. So this is the person that I need to find. So this is the blacksmith's daughter of Elena. Do I look like the walking skeleton things?
I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere. My name's Elena.
Correction. They were everywhere.
Is she all right? What happened to everyone? You know,
You're the smith's daughter? I'm not even going to answer that
I
question.
want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here?
Yep, there's a tunnel leading out of the dungeon. Or into the dungeon. Yeah, no, they're
Find
gone.
my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
Alright, yeah, so again, just I have to make sure that I do return to the blacksmith, but I think we've got basically everything. Was there something that said cellar? Basement cellar. Okay. Because there's like a section of the map that I can't get to quite yet.
Possible.
Oh, wait, okay. No, here we go. This is how we get there. Oh, hello. I completely forgot that there was a room full of shambling corpses here. And we're going to watch everybody's health this time, right? Because the last couple of fights have not gone the way that I was hoping, and I just whiffed on that ability. Alright. Aleister's health is about half, mine's about half. But we're good, okay. Another corpse skull. Okay, so that's 8, 9. 8, 9, okay. I think we need 12. And everybody's up to full health. Alright, let's carry on, shall we? Right? Right. No crates, no doors, no okay. There's a wooden crate. And an injury kit. Not a moment too soon. And a garnet, which again can be used for a quest later on. Yeah, so that's the second kind of loading screen. Now that one took a little bit longer because it automatically went into an autosave, and I think most of that style of load does, but it didn't even bring up like the one with the heroic accomplishments like screen. And there's a few places in the game that have that kind of transition. Alright, make sure we get everything we can from here. Don't know if I'd want to wear a suit of armor that I pulled out of something that's literally called a pile of junk. Now, I don't recall this chest here. So if that's the 12th letter that I just never was able to find before, I'm going to be a little mad at myself. And here in the courtyard, there's going to be some stuff to fight, but the first thing I'm going to do is come over here and call for reinforcements. Because I always forget to do that until right at the... Oh. I just got scorpions. So there is a revenant here, which is a powerful form of undead. So I'm just gonna get right behind you and just start stab. Oh, and Sten is almost dead, so we're gonna quick heal Sten. And we're gonna heal myself as well, actually. Alright, way to go, Aleister. So that's why you're one of my favorite characters. We'll forget that you died earlier, because I did too. Alright, shambling corpse. So this Revenant only has an entry kit, which kind of sucks. But it replaced the 2 that I lost, and Morrigan has gained another level. So, we're going to put 2 in magic, 1 in willpower. And we're going to go with... so the combat training is something that is actually not super useful for mages. It will make it so that, like, there are certain spells, when they go to cast them, it will charge up like a meter before the spell actually takes effect. And they can be interrupted during those spells. The thing is, there's not a ton of those spells. There's only like a 3 that I've ever used in the game. So I'm going to stick with... I'm going to go with Survival. Because there is something with the elves, the Dalish elves, where you can like use Survival for just little side quests. And I don't know... Like, a lot of times, if your party member has the particular ability, it will let you do it, let you do the quests. I don't know if that's one of them, but we'll just give her that anyway. And we're gonna go with Cone of Cold because I love that spell. All right. So we're also about to see one of the most hilarious, like, overacting segments in the game, but I love it. It's meant to be tongue-in-cheek. It's meant to be ridiculous. And it's fantastic, so we're going to get to that. The PS3 game is new, so therefore has a pretty nice instruction manual. Oh, yeah, nice, complete. I miss instruction manuals with my video games. It's something that, like as an adult in particular, whenever I would go to the mall, right, to pick up the latest game, I would always, like, open it up on the bus on my way home and just start looking through the instruction manual. I remember doing that with Eternal Darkness. I remember doing that with Twilight Princess. And I even did that with Dragon Age. And it just kind of sucks that we don't have games that include manuals anymore. If they do, it's like just a 2-page thing, which just, it's not the same. Bring back instruction manuals. That's a stand I'm willing to take. Alright, and here we go.
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers. The ones I sent to reclaim my village.
Yes.
and now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is a dwarf, Connor. You've seen dwarves before. We've had them here at the castle.
Had them? For dinner, maybe. Looks like a tough chew. Maybe in a nice stew. Shall I send it to the kitchen, Mother?
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does. No! Don't say that!
So, the boy has become an abomination and sundered the veil.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This man will have the audience he seeks. Tell us, what have you come here for?
Alright, so that was like my favorite sequence in the game, just the whole I mean, I named the stream Quiet Uncle for a reason. And I have to say, because I'm actually playing this on a headset, the dual voice of Connor, his voice mixed with the demon's voice, sounds a lot creepier through the headphones than it ever has on the TV speakers.
We really shouldn't disturb him. Isn't that right, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This man spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village, and now he'll repay me.
Alright, and off he goes. So yeah, I've always liked that sequence, and then here, even though you kill all the rest of the guards, Van Tegan, he does survive. Which we'll see here in a moment, but there's actually quite a few guards. Whoa, Stan.
Yes?
Please. Stan, come on. And after I praised your hardiness from the last... That's okay. It's basically... Morrigan's the only one who hasn't actually been knocked out yet. Alright, so I think... Yeah, he'll get up. Okay, cool. Because there are some... Oh, okay, never mind. Hold on.
Are you alright?
Hold that thought.
I am... better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. The fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can
very much
save him.
is. You know what? I'm gonna make you feel bad for a moment.
Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
The demon voice is awesome. The demon voice is awesome. I actually really do like the way they did that.
You did this to Connor!
I didn't summon any demon. I told you. Please, if you'll let me help.
Help? You betrayed me! I brought you here to help my son, and in return you poisoned my husband?
This is the mage you spoke of? Didn't you say he was in the dungeon?
He was.
Yeah, he was.
I assumed the creatures had killed him by now. He must have been set free.
Oh, I had no idea what could have possibly led to him getting out. But, you know what? Him poisoning your husband's bad and all, but you're harboring a literal demon. So, you're a little bit to blame too.
Dare you! If this man hadn't poisoned my husband, none of this would have happened. He should be executed.
Your secrecy made his actions possible, Isolde.
But
Thank you.
I know what you must think of me, my lady. I took advantage of your fear. I'm sorry. I never knew it would come to this.
Well, I shan't turn away his help. Not yet. And if
No,
Connor
we
is
shan't.
truly an abomination...
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then...
You know what,
they'd
Bantegan?
take him away.
You're alright.
I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then...
Yeah, that's always great. So, Joan, what you got to say here?
Connor needs to be destroyed. Killing Connor is the easiest way to do that, certainly. But there is another way. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade, without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt, and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages. But I have... blood magic.
What
Lyrium
difference does that
provides
make?
the power for the ritual, but I can take that power from someone's life energy. This ritual requires a lot of it, however. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option.
Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to set out to do with this playthrough, and basically any of the the Twitch streams that I plan on doing, where you do have like these moral choices or just choices in general, like serious choices that you have to make. I've been putting up polls on YouTube, like on my YouTube page, and letting people vote on what happens. Like, so that's basically why I'm playing the dwarf castless rogue in the first place, because that won a poll. The second poll that I put up was what to do when I get to the Circle of Magi, but the most recent one that I just put up a couple of days ago was about Connor and what to do with him. So the three options were to save him using blood magic, save him using the mage's help with lyrium, and then the third option was to basically to fight Connor and kill him. And I left that completely open to voting. And the awesome thing is that the vote was actually pretty decidedly for saving him with the help of the mages. And I was really, it was really cool to actually see that that's what people chose, as well as like the option with the mages, what people like, what their preference was, and that's awesome, because I think, you know, a lot of times with internet polls, people like to just say the worst possible option just because it might be like funny to do so. But I was really genuinely happy to see the results of that poll. So we're gonna go with, is there no other
Power has to
method?
come from somewhere, and that means either lyrium or blood.
Then let it be my blood. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood magic. How can more evil be of any help here? Two wrongs don't make a right.
It does seem like a sensible choice, with a willing participant.
Connor is blameless in this. He
Well,
should
no.
not have to pay
I mean,
the
he's
price.
not.
It's up to you, my friend. You know more about such things than I do, and it's your companion going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
Well, I consult the poll, and the poll says there must be another way to enter the Fade.
At the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it.
Circle Tower's not far from here.
Excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mage's help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
I'm pretty sure that he will until I get back.
Very well. I will keep Jowan here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
No, we're good. So, an interesting note about, like, this whole decision-making process. You can go, like, upstairs into where the Arls... Whoop! Hold on. Hold that thought. Yeah, so anyway, so you can actually go to the upper floor where Arleman is and where Connor is. Even after saying, you know, we'll go... Whoop, no, hold on. I almost lost track of what I was doing here again. Aleister, please. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can actually go up to that area, and if you go too close to Arleman's room, Arleman's chambers, regardless of what you decide to do, it will trigger a fight with, like, Connor and the demon that possesses him. So, I'm not going upstairs at all, but we do have Aleister's mother's amulet here, and it's just some blank vellum, which you only ever just trade off or sell for money. So Aleister's mother's amulet is an example of a gift that is character specific. So, for example, we'll just take that. We'll read this book real quick too to gain the experience points. So, if I try to give it to anyone else,
a terrible notion.
Yeah, they will just refuse it. Yeah, and if I give it to Aleister, it will actually trigger some dialogue. Now, I'm actually going to hold on to that for now, and I'll trigger the dialogue in camp, just because it makes a little more sense to do it there, because he asks, like, where you found it, and it's like, well, I just picked it up off the desk and gave it to you, so I don't want to make Aleister seem foolish. And then here you can see all those red dots on the map on the upper right-hand screen, so there's definitely going to be, whoops.
As you wish.
There's definitely going to be some combat here, so let's just get the weapons out. Oh, and take on these shambling corpses. And hopefully... Oh, and the Chamberlain. So hopefully, these corpses will give me the corpse skulls that I need, so I don't have to wait until I fight, like, some undead later on. Redcliffe Vault Key. Have I accessed the vault yet? Maybe I have, I don't know. Maybe not.
What now?
But we're just going to pick some locks. We have a few more gifts we can give. Speaking of those corpse skulls, how many do we have? 11. I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, so there's where you can go up to the second floor. But I'm not going to do that. Now, yeah, so the vault's up on the second floor, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not going to do that because I don't want to trigger that fight and invalidate the Twitter poll that I put up. Is there anything here? That's just main hall. Okay. Alright, out we go. We know what we have to do. Not gonna lie, I'm still kind of bummed out about the shale thing. Like that, I got really super excited about that, and the fact that I can't just access the DLC. I'll have to see what I can do. I'm considering uninstalling the download that I have off Game Pass and seeing if I can install the disc that I have, because the disc has the DLC encoded on it. But we'll see. Per Bravery, what's up, Dreams Football? Once again, my son's feeding schedule and yeah, well, not much is up, just playing a little Dragon Age, and yeah, it's always good to hear from you. Thanks for joining. We still got a little bit to go in the stream. I want to get basically to the Circle Tower. I want to get up to the part where we, spoiler alert, enter the Fade. But first, we're going to just start right back to the village real quick. And actually, I need to quickly hit the bathroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause for like 2 minutes, and I will be right back. Alright, yeah, so sorry about that. I normally try to go through the stream without having to do that, but just today was not one of those days. So I appreciate your patience, but yeah, let's get back to it. So one of the biggest things I want to do, so the next place I want to go is the Circle Tower, but there's a few other things that we have to do first before I want to do that. So the biggest thing right now, the most immediate thing, is I want to go to the Blacksmith and get credit for that quest. So we're going to do that right now.
My Elena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well.
Oh, that's because I'm a dwarf, is it? I'm going to take the item. I'm still going to be appreciative. I'm still going to be a nice person, but I am going to take that because I always refuse the reward, so I've never actually seen what it is.
I'm forever in your debt.
Longer streams need a break. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think I might go a little bit longer. Like normally I end the streams about 2 hours, about 2.5 hours. But I think with this one we're going to go a little bit further. Like I said, there's a specific point progression-wise that I want to stop at. So we're going to go until we get there, I think. My daughter's away for a little bit for the summer vacation, so she's with visiting other family. Gives my wife and I a little bit of a break, so I don't have to be up early in the morning. Oh, and here we get some Chanters board quests, so we're just gonna take all of those. And because we completed the attack from the creatures at night, it opens up the faction quests. So the big one here is the Blackstone Regulars, I think is what... Or no, sorry, Blackstone Irregulars, I think is what they're called.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
That is
I
me.
represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more. Our leaders
can I be of
thought you might
service?
be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
Yeah, I like
Thank
that. Let's take a
When
look.
you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Yeah, so there's a few... so the Irregulars are set up in here, they're set up in Denerim, and there's one more place. I can't remember if it's Lake Calenhad. I don't think it is. Maybe it's just... Oh, no, there's also one in Lothering. But I don't know if they actually give you any quests. So we're just going to take all of these. And then we're going to go over here. And first of all, I have a question for the general store, which never actually opens as a shop. Like, I don't think you ever get to a point where there's anyone here. But can I open it now? A dagger. Okay. Well, that was totally worth having to level and take a skill and a talent. That's fine. The other people I want to talk to are the Mages Collective. And they have one here. There is a Mages Collective in Denerim, and there's also one in the Lake Calenhad, which is where you go to access the Circle Tower. So there are three of
You're the
those.
Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a
that's
collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Tell me
The collective
more.
is a self-policing guild of mages who simply want to be left alone. We mean no offense to the Chantry, but we would rather live on our own terms. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Oh, that sounds like
Thank you,
me.
my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Okay. So with the Mages Collective, there are two possible people that you can sort of like take stuff to. So we'll see if one of them's here. We're looking for... Oops, we're looking for quests. Active quests, what we're looking for. So the Mages Collective. Yeah, so this one here, Justice Must Be Served. You were asked to deliver 10 lyrium potions to Knight Commander Harith on behalf of the collective. If the mage is giving questionable gifts to Templars, doesn't seem right, you can go to Knight Commander Tavish in Denerim and testify about the bribe with lyrium potions as evidence. So basically, if you sell the mages out to that guy in Denerim, then I don't think you can really ever get more quests from them. It certainly like kind of puts a kibosh on things. So I'm not going to do that because I want to help the mages out because I think that the concept of the Circle Tower is kind of unfair. Oh, can I talk to her already?
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from...
Huh. What quest did I complete? Oh, okay. The corpse skulls I didn't need. Okay, I didn't need 12. Good. That's good. I don't know what the number is then, but I'm glad that I didn't have to wait till later.
You passed the time in that cage for so long.
And I'm going the wrong way.
So, what did you do in there?
A training exercise. I would observe an object, and then try to think of all the words in your language which began with the same letter as its name.
That? Wait, just wait. You're joking again, aren't you?
No.
You are not telling me that you played I Spy against yourself for 20 days?
There are a lot of things in Lothering that begin with G.
I love STEM. Alright, so actually I want to take a look at the quests that I have from the Blackstone Irregulars. Scraping the Barrel. So deliver letters of conscription to all 3 conscripts, one in Redcliffe, one in Lothering, and one in Denerim's alienage. Now, I cannot access the alienage until much later in the game, but I can deliver the other letters, and one of them is right here.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Got a letter for you, sir.
I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast.
Yeah, that's how contracts work, man.
See you on the front lines, I suppose.
No, you probably won't. Is there anything in here I can steal? Oh, bookshelf. Oh, there's a chest.
It is over.
I'll take that. And the 40 XP that come with it. Yeah, so there's a reason I wanted to do these quests now. Because Lothering is an area that I can only access for a finite amount of time. You never see what actually happens in Lothering. It's sort of, I think there might be some rumors, like people maybe gossip about it, like NPCs in the background. It becomes clearer what happens when you play the opening of Dragon Age 2. So I think they wanted to leave that open, or like undefined. Actually, I can just access the world map from here, can't I? Yeah, I can. Yeah. So, let's start by... actually going back to the party camp so I can trade in some stuff. Sell some excess equipment off.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
Sure. See what
I'm
you
sure
have.
you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Oh, Sandal. So, daggers, we don't need the 6 maces, or the maul. We don't need the 3 short bows. These ice arrows, so yeah, these... God, 92 ice arrows, holy crap. 3 gold, we'll get those. We don't need the metal shield. The Redcliffe shield was the reward we got from Bantegan, I believe. But we don't need those. I'm going to sell that off too. And then we don't need the stud leather helmet or this helmet. We're just going to sell a bunch of that off. Oh, shielded dwarven armor. That's the thing I got from the blacksmith. So I'm not going to wear that, but I think I'm going to give that to Aleister. Yeah, it's better for Aleister. So I'm going to give that to him. And we don't... Well, I'm not going to use the dog. As much as I love the dog, I'm not going to use it. So... And those tomes I can no longer afford. But we'll sell off some things here that, again, I'm never going to use. Not going to use those. Not going to use those. I don't do a ton of crafting in this game. I know some people really enjoy doing that kind of things. I don't. So I'm probably going to sell off this stuff too, just to free up inventory spots. I'm going to keep the deep mushrooms because there's a quest I can get with that. Yeah, I think I'll keep those things. And then we have some gems here. I got to keep the garnets because, again, you get a quest later on where you have to trade in a certain amount of those, but we can get rid of that stuff. Okay. And then I'm going to give some gifts out. So one of the things that I really want to do with the gifts is I want to keep I'm going to keep some of the alcohol, because there's a character you get later on that, like, that's one of their main things. Also, Andraste's Grace, I think, is another story one, or character specific. I think it's character specific. So I'm actually going to give that to Liliana and see if that triggers any dialogue.
For me?
There we go.
They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
So, I don't think I'm necessarily... Plus 16, holy crap. I don't know if I want to do the romance stories in this playthrough. I might. I think actually what I'll probably do is put up another poll on YouTube, because right now, as a male character, there are three characters that I could possibly have a romance with. Liliana, who's here, Morrigan, who's here, and then there's a third character that I get later on. So I think I'll just put up a thing possibly for them, with the fourth option of being, you know, no romance. I suspect I know which one they're going to choose, but we'll see what happens. So another gift I'm going to give, is I'm going to give Aleister his mother's amulet.
My mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it? Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
I don't know, maybe you mean more to him than you think?
Guess you could be right. We never really talked that much.
This character looks very much BA. Look at that sword. Yeah, that's the sword with the lightning rune. Yeah, I like the effects. Like, I like the elemental effects on the weapons. I think it looks really cool. The sword that I want to use, the one that was like locked behind completing one of the DLCs, also looks really cool, because I think it has like a poison effect, so it just always has like this like green mist coming off. It looks really cool. Sorry, did you say something?
See this gesture I'm making? Can you hear that?
All right, Aleister approves, plus 8.
Yes.
Let's talk to Sten and see if what were you doing in that cage?
It's what you asked.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
I did. Parshera. Was there anything else?
Yeah, he's kind of hard to get
Speak,
through.
Then.
Through to.
Perhaps if humans sought wisdom beyond the walls of Chanters, they might find it now and then. A pity that only your dead are enlightened. I know. Wisdom is like breath. You need it, but no other can give you theirs.
I guess that's not really wrong.
It's everywhere. In every moment of eternity, there is a chance to find it. You have only to reach for it. There is little point in pursuing this. We should move on. As you wish.
Alright, well, he approved, so that's good.
I am hardly surprised.
Yeah.
To answer a question.
So you came to Ferelden to answer a question.
The
What was the
Arishok
question?
asked, "What is the Blight?" By his curiosity, I am now here.
Don't you have to report back then? So when are you going to do that?
I cannot go home. It doesn't
Why
matter
not?
now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting. As you wish. Yes.
Okay. I might not be enough into his approval.
Speak, then.
To,
Then I suggest
okay.
we move on.
Yeah, I'm not going to say this was in the champ because I'm a dwarf. Alright, so I got to start unlocking stuff with him as well. So let's gather our party.
Yes.
So again,
yes.
Aleister, Sten,
Indeed.
Morrigan. And yeah, so it doesn't bring up the world map this way, so it's strange. But I can do it here. Denerim is another location where you have to like bring up the map yourself in order to actually leave the location. So we're gonna make our way to Lothering now. I'm getting a counter along the way. Which one is it? Oh, this is one of the from the Chantry, right? Oh no, this isn't from the Chantry. This is from the Mages Collective, I believe. So these should be adventurers. Yeah.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in.
No way.
We're
Where are
delivering
you
a
going?
message to the Chantry in Denerim. You? We saw
What's
a
the
blood
message
mage
about?
down near the Brazilian forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him.
I'm here to stop you.
I thought you said... Wait. You're serious?
I completely forgot to give the potions to the guy in Redcliffe. I'm going back there anyway, I guess. So, yeah, why not let us deliver your message?
I suppose that's all right. As long as it gets there. Stay safe.
Okay, you can fight them as well. I'm not interested in really doing that. But that's a quest that I can turn in. So with Lothering, the second I complete any one of the treaties, so the Mage Circle, the Brazilian Forest, or the Dwarves in Orzammar, Lothering is no longer available. I want to say this is the Blackstone Irregulars quest for getting conscripts is the only quest that you get that involves Lothering. But if you don't complete it, then you can never finish the arc with the Blackstone Irregulars. So you just like never unlock their final quests. And I don't want that to happen. So I can't remember if he's in the refuge or if he's like in the bar or if he is he might be at the Chantry. But there's another guy here. Yeah. So he has nothing. He has no quests. I'm pretty sure. So if I didn't talk to the guy in Redcliffe and I had just come to Lothering, then he would have just gone through the same dialogue and I could have gotten all the same starting quests that he had. But because I talked to the one in Redcliffe, I never get anything from this guy because, again, there's going to reach a point where he is no longer available. So, oh, did I not steal stuff in here? I mean, acquire stuff?
I am done.
I'm scared.
No, didn't mean to talk to you. I'm just trying to loot you. Or loot the bar. Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, he must be at the Chantry.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
Which is back this way. And then I don't think we ever come back to Lothering.
Excuse me?
Obviously you are no priestess, but shouldn't you be running a shop or a farm somewhere rather than fighting?
You think
Okay, Sten. We're just gonna move on.
You are very brave.
It is not done.
Yeah.
But it is done. Do not be such a blind fool.
I speak the truth. It is not I.
Yeah. The Canary have very set in place beliefs. So is this the guy? Nope, refugee. That must be him. Yep.
Yes? What can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Oh, that just seems to be the response, eh? We'll get some coin now, but I mean, yeah, what were you expecting when you signed a contract where they gave you money in exchange for conscription later on down the road. Like, why are you surprised? Like, I don't know. Just, there's no such thing as free money,
You were
people.
very quiet, Stan.
Only compared to some.
Wow, that I guess that was it.
I shall do it.
Let's. We'll close that. Alright, so that's Lothering done. So we never come back here. But we did pass in that part of the quest, which means we can finish off the Blackstone Irregulars, which is great. And now, I'm actually going to do some of those Chantry board quests before I make my way to the Mage Circle Tower. So we're going to go with the... So we have three different things here. The Caravan, the Refugees, and the Battlefield. Let's start with the Battlefield. Because, of course, that's going to take me along the longest possible way to get there. Okay, so this one also has a ton of traps. Basically these bear traps. So I'm just gonna go around. Oh, we're gonna heal up all of our guys here, though. So this spot gives you a pretty decent amount of XP. Let's take on this emissary. Thank you, Morgan, for freezing him. So each one of these that gives you a pretty decent amount of experience. And I just want to make sure that I get them all if I can, because that's a lot of bonus experience for my rogue, which I want, because I'm still kind of behind in levels. Like, so Stan just turned to level 9, Morrigan's been level 9 for a bit, and Aleister's about to reach level 9. There will come a point where I do finally catch up and surpass. But for now, like I said, it's one of the benefits of playing the rogue, because if you pick locks and stuff like that, you do get some bonus experience, so you can kind of catch up a little bit quicker. We're going to put 2 into strength, just bring it up to 30, and we're going to keep popping up that con. And we'll give you survival as well, Stem. Why not? 2-handed strength, yep. I love passive abilities. It just means that they're always basically in effect. A few of them are dependent on having like another sustained ability active, but that two-handed strength, I think, is just always in effect. So that's great, and we'll finish making our way. So I don't think I was able to get the Return to Ostagar DLC either. So that other spot up there, I may not be able to do anything with. And here we're going to fight some aminals.
Beasts. It has begun.
I think there's a few waves of these wolves. Just try to keep an eye on everybody's health, including my own. Holy crap. Stan's getting pretty low too, but I think we can get a little bit of a break, right? If we don't move, I don't think we trigger the next wave right away. So let's just get everybody up to full, save some potions if I can, because I'm cheap.
Kill them, and let's be on our way.
Alright, here comes wave 2. And then I think we fight a big old bear. Nice, we got a messy kill there. Alright, so before we get so rudely interrupted again, let's just go around and grab all these pelts. I'm going to sell off all the pelts except for one. Because again, if we spoil things... Whoop. Oh, just you, huh? Employee of the month. Because there's something that we can do later on that requires giving a pelt to someone. It's going to be a while before we get there, but I do want to try to keep a pelt on me. Just so I can do it and not have to worry about it. So I'm going to keep one wolf pelt. I'm going to keep a bear pelt too. Because I think the, if the bears give pelts. So this guy's got like a boss health bar. So if you see like a name in orange, there's like basically 3 different enemy types. There's the ones where their names are in white, they're just like your basic encounters. If their name's in yellow, they're kind of like elite monsters. And then if they're got like an orange name, then they're like basically like a boss type of character. Okay, he didn't give us a pelt. And Aleister leveled, so let's level him up real quick. Strength, and then I think the 26 dex is the highest that we needed. Let's give you herbalism as well. Okay, so cleanse ore. The Templar purges the area of magic, removing all dispellable effects from those nearby. Friendly fire possible. I'm playing this on normal difficulty, so I don't think normal difficulty has friendly fire. The hard difficulty and I forget what the name is after hard. I don't think it's nightmare, but basically the 2 highest difficulty settings you can have friendly fire. So things like the cone of frost or the lightning cone that Morrigan has, fireballs, stuff like that. They can hurt you. If you're playing at a difficulty level where friendly fire is on, but I'm not doing that, so I'll take this because it's a Templar ability. And I just think that's kind of cool to have. Bloody corpse. I'm not too worried about like the death root and stuff. I just want to make sure there were no other bodies. There are not. So let's move on to the refugees, and again, oh, no, okay. I thought we were going to take like the way around the Mage Tower again. It's like, I feel kind of bad constantly going past the Mage Tower, and it's like, we'll get there eventually. Okay, missed another section with quite a few traps that I can disarm, so I'm going to try to do that. Okay, I keep scrolling past it. Oh, and Stan almost died again. See, this is what I mean, like him having a super low con. Alright. Delightful traps. See, Sten took a potion and he's already almost dead again. This is what I mean when I call him a glass cannon, because he hits like a ton of bricks, but he just cannot... like, maintain his health. I just want to make sure. There's a section using this map where you also fight a Drake, and I don't want to do that yet, because I am not that level, but I don't think this is the one. Also, when it comes to... yeah, there we go. When it comes to disarming traps, it will play an animation. You don't have to wait for the animation to play out. As soon as you click the thing, it will automatically give you credit for it, and you'll eventually get the XPs. But just so you can see, this is what the animation looks like. Again, it's kind of long, so if you're just going around trying to undo a bunch of traps like that, you just want to sort of move through as quickly as you can. Alright, so level up. And again, I think we're going to go... let's go 2 into strength. And we'll put another one into cunning. We'll start really pumping up our... Actually, what do we need for dex coming up here? 22, 26, 24. Alright, let's roll that back a little bit. We'll do that and that. Just put one into each. Riposte. Actually, let's take the stealth just so I can have it. I know I went back and took dexterity so I could have it for those 2 weapon fighting skills, but we'll get there too. Now this one usually does not go well. Like I don't want these things to die if I can avoid it. But like these guys go, the Darkspawn go right for the refugees, so it's really hard to like save them. Especially those ones over there. I think they're all basically screwed. All right, Herlock Emissary. So yeah, he's got the. Okay, let's settle down here. Okay. All right, stop it. Boy, I could sure use a little help here, guys. Well, and I'm dead. So that's it.
Oh my god.
But let's just see what we can do here. Of course we can't knock him back. That would be too easy, right? Oh, now everybody shows up. So we are about to get a character that will have access to revives, and that's going to come in super handy. At this point, I don't care if Sten gets knocked down or not. I don't think he will. But, dang, Sten. But yeah, it was nice to know that everybody had my back. It's my fault. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I ran off and fought the boss enemy by myself. But let's see how many we actually saved. 3 people, actually. That's not bad. It's definitely worth almost dying myself for.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Maker. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Maker.
Oh.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Maker.
Yeah, they,
Thank you, thank you.
They definitely didn't splurge on voice acting for those NPCs. Lesser injury kit. We'll pretend the whole thing never happened. So when you get knocked down, you can incur injuries. And they can basically do things like lower your stamina that you can use for your special abilities. Yeah, that head chop was pretty sweet. As much as I, trash talk Sten in the earlier fights, that decapitation was pretty awesome. Oh, I completely lost track of what I was saying. God damn it. That sucks. Oh, fight some Darkspawn here. Alright, so this spellcaster is just going to get it. I'm just going to take out my frustrations. I'm going to drink a potion. Oh my god. Again, that I was not paying attention. Hey, Sten. Now, I never claimed... Sten. Oh, can he not heal? Wow. Okay, Aleister, we're gonna need you to stay alive, buddy. And Morrigan. Let's go with that Cone of Cold. And just get both of you. Like that. No, 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 no. God dang. Die. There we go. Well, this is going well. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Oh no, I think I got this now. Let's knock you down, please.
Oh my god.
Drink a potion. Alright, yeah, okay, yeah, so when I started this playthrough, I definitely didn't promise that you were going to see top-tier gaming by any stretch of the imagination. And if anything, I have lived up to that promise, as you have seen. The last couple of times I played this, just to try to make some excuses for myself, and make myself look a little better, the last couple of playthroughs I did, I was just interested in going through the story. So I played those on casual, just to play the game for fun. So, like, I don't usually have that level of difficulty. But it also will let me show another way that you can remove these injuries. So, all these injuries, like I said, they have some effects, like you may take more damage from attacks, you may have less maximum health to start with. You know, there's all kinds of things that they can be. You can use an injury kit. A lesser injury kit will remove 1 injury for each kit that you use. A regular injury kit, I think, can remove 2. And I can't remember if there's a greater injury kit or not. And if there's a greater one, it removes everything. But if you want to save your injury kits, all you have to do is go back to your camp, and you will automatically heal any injuries that you have. So as you can see, I no longer have the injury that was shown there. So what I actually did was die intentionally for educational purposes, right? Like that sounds legitimate,
I'm sure
right?
you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with
the discount. All right, let's sell some stuff off here. Don't need those. We'll sell off those arrows for quite a bit of money again. Oh crap! I meant to give Aleister that gosh dang armor. So let's do that again before I forget. Get rid of the fire crystal. Get rid of the quartz. We'll sell 19 of those wolf pelts. Okay. Good to know. Yeah. See, yeah. Like I said, that was a more you know segment. So, you're welcome for going through that. Solely for the purpose of educating you, the viewer. And certainly not going through that because I suck at video games.
I'm sure.
Okay, let's be honest. I'm going to sell... no, I'm not going to sell Morrigan's robes, because I'm probably going to switch that robe that she currently has on her over to Wynn when I get her. Okay, yeah, so we got all that. Gather up our characters here.
Yes.
Indeed.
And it's still weird to me that it's not bringing up the map automatically. I don't know if that was like an update that's just not on this one. Let's go back to Redcliffe real quick, just to trade in those quests. Several of those were for the Chanters board. Then we're going to hit the camp one more time, so I'm going to buy that tome of physical technique, which should give me an attribute point and an ability that I can choose, so I can take one of those 2-up and fighting things. And I think with Redcliffe I can just access the world map from wherever in the village. I don't think I have to go all the way up to... I don't have to go all the way up to where like there's a map access point, which makes this part a little easier. So...
Those stung with 100 arrows.
Yep, thank you. I just want the gold. No extra quests. I can't do anything here for you yet, right? Because I didn't complete any of those quests. But, oh, the lyrium potions. So, before I forget to do that again, I gotta run up here. The contact that I give the potions to is gonna be right up here. And I want to help the mages because I want to complete as many of their quests as I can. So I gotta talk to this guy right here. A Templar.
Move along, friend.
I have a gift from the Mages Collective.
Wonderful. I always appreciate correspondence from my upstanding friends in the Collective. On behalf of myself and my men, I thank you. I'll make sure the Collective's generosity is reciprocated. On your way now.
Alright. And then I gotta go... Actually, I think I could just turn this in at Lake Calenhad. So, we're gonna do that. But first, like, so we're just gonna pop back over to the camp. And one of these streams, I will go through and ask Bodon about his past.
Please.
I'm just not going to do that
I'm sure
today.
you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
All right. I guess I really didn't have much to sell off, right? Because I didn't get anything. So I just want to buy the Tome of Physical Technique. Because I'll still have like 10 gold. I'll sell that. Because I'll still have 10 gold. You know what? I'm never going to use these acid flasks either. I'm not going to pretend that I am. So Physical Technique, it gives you 1 point to spend on a talent or a spell, and then it's rendered useless. And it also gives you an attribute point, so we're going to do that right now. Level up, so that's going to go into Strength, because it's kind of a freebie. And there we have Riposte. And accept. Cool. All right. Yeah, we're gonna keep going for a bit. This does sort of make a natural point that I could end the stream on, but we'll at least get to the we'll at least get through a level or two of the tower, the circle tower. I would like to get to the section with the fade. In this stream, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's finally make it to Lake Calenhad. And again, it feels like we're taking the longest way. Oh, an encounter. Is this our merchant again? No. Oh crap. Okay, it is not. This is the encounter with the Drake, I think. So we're gonna just... Okay, we need to stop. Sten, I swear to God.
Very well.
Okay. So let's just stand here for a minute. Sten. Oh, crap, we're not gonna gain. Hold on. No, the Drake's coming. I saw his health bar there, so we're gonna have to heal up. Heal up. Alright. Now this is a situation where setting up the tactics stuff would probably come in really handy. Okay. So Morrigan's gonna freeze it. Sten's probably gonna die, because I don't want to keep wasting all my potions on him. Actually, I think we're gonna get him. Holy crap, we actually got him. Never mind. Exactly as I had planned. Unfortunately, because he froze when he died, we have to wait for that effect to wear off before I can take stuff off him. But we got the Drake scale. That opens up a quest chain. Again, one of my favorite quest chains in the entire game. We get to speak with an enigmatic blacksmith, we'll call him. But that's in Denerim. We're not going to Denerim yet. We'll probably go to Denerim after we complete the
What is the name they have
the circle
for Mother
tower.
and I? Apostates? Truly, it boggles the mind.
Alright, so here we also have one of the quests, or a part of the quest for the Blackstone Irregulars. So we have some dereliction of duty guys that basically stole.
Yes?
So we got to talk to them. Samuel or Samael, the deserter.
Oh?
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars. I'm here to bring you in for desertion.
Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
More enemies ahead!
Well, alright. I mean, I hate to force the issue. Actually, right now I kind of hate to force the issue, considering how poorly some of the last few encounters have gone. Stop it. Stop it.
As you say.
Okay. That messy kill was well earned.
Very well. As you say.
And you, Mr. Shady Thug. So yeah, I also wanted to try to get as much experience as possible going into the tower. Because as you can see, I kind of need it. But let's take this elf route. This guy's going to pay us.
Come back soon.
Anytime. And then we've got a few more. We have a few more quests, but I don't, again, none of these involve Lothering, so we've done everything with Lothering that we needed. But I think this guy, I want to say he has potions to sell, hopefully.
Good
Another
day.
love letter.
Welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
What do you have?
What would you like?
If he doesn't have... Okay, good. He doesn't have a ton, but I'm going to buy them all. Let's also buy those injury kits. And we'll buy those lyrium potions as well. We'll buy the lesser ones. That's getting up there a little bit. And we'll also buy the wine. And like I said, we'll hold on to that. Because there's another character that we're eventually going to get who is going to appreciate that. Okay. She is definitely quest from, I think, the Blackstone Irregulars as well. I just haven't gotten that far yet. Ooh, a shady patron. Hello.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
I guess he can. Oh, I forgot I could do this. Thank you. Good luck drinking without your gold. Or silver. And I'll take your money. In fact, let's be a little sneaky about this. And then we're gonna steal your money. I said I'm gonna be a nice guy in terms of dialogue, but you know, I'm a rogue. I have it. Dang it! I'll be back for you. I have these abilities. I gotta make use of them, right? Oh, and I also want to grab. I think there's a deep mushroom in one of these. Yeah. So I think one of the Mage Collective quests involves getting a certain number of deep mushrooms.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict
I
orders not to
am
let anyone
Discount
pass.
Aleister.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
Yeah, I don't have to prove anything to you.
Fine. See if you get into
No,
the
you're
tower
not.
on your own.
Persuade. Your superior
really?
wouldn't like that.
You
You're
think
giving me
Gregor
trouble.
would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a good point. That's why I made it.
He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want that I should take you there now? Come
Yeah,
along, I
please.
suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and
Both.
pray.
Are
you?
you Gregor?
I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. The mages have an obligation to help.
The Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
Well, that's not good.
This is why we cut the tongues from mages in Parvolan.
I will admit to agreeing with your companion. Maker knows the Kunari would not have gotten themselves into this position.
Oh, you can always adopt the Canary philosophy. Well, look, I
have sent word
need
to
I need to do
calling
something
for
here.
Reinforcements and the right of annulment. The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Well, so this was actually the very first Twitter, or I shouldn't say the first, the second Twitter, not Twitter. Can you tell it's getting late for me here? It's almost 3 a.m. Here in Nova Scotia. The second YouTube poll that I put up for my Dragon Age playthrough, the first one was what character I should make. The second one is what should I do when I get to the Circle Tower? Should I help the mages, or should I invoke the right of annulment? Either way, you have to play through the same level, like the same tower and everything. You still have to go through all the same stuff, but you make your choice sort of at the end, and it affects who will join you to fight the Darkspawn later on. Will it be the mages or will it be the Templars? So, again, I put this up on YouTube, and the people voted for saving the mages. So, that's what we're going to do. The mages are not defenseless. Some must still be alive.
Himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
Well, I'm going to look for them anyway.
An abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you succeed, I would owe you much. Enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
That it is.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Yeah, so once there is a point of no return here. And I believe this is the only one of like the 3 treaty-related quests where you run into that situation, where basically you're locked in once you go there. So we're gonna talk to this guy for some supplies.
We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
Well, why don't we trade?
Yes. Would you like to trade?
Yeah, that's why I asked. All right, so we're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. The Ash Warrior Axe, I don't know why I'm holding on to that. We're never going to use it. The Idukan Mace. I mean, it's already worse than everything that I have. It's like the weakest weapon. So, yeah, I'm just going to sell that off. The rough leather gloves we're going to sell. Alright, let's see what we got here. So he has a Tome of Arcane Technique that's specifically for spellcasters. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to take these health poultices. And I'm going to buy that backpack off of you. So he's another character that has backpacks for sale. So there's one more. I don't think there's one from Bodon, which I haven't bought yet. And there's one more. I think that's up outside of Orzammar. Yeah, we'll sell those off. We don't get a lot for it, but we'll sell those off. All right. I think we are good to go. So, I'm closing in on 2 hours and 50 minutes on the stream. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go until I pick up the next party member, which means what I want to do right now is put Morrigan's robes back on her, because Morrigan's going to be the character that I'm probably going to remove to make room. But here we go. Once we're in here, there's no going back. This would be actually a pretty natural endpoint for the stream, but I want to make that 3-hour mark, and then we'll call it. So I wanted to get up to the Fade, but I don't think we're going to get there in this stream, just because it is starting to get late, and I'm finding myself like slipping up verbally quite a bit. So.
Just to put people at ease.
I should remark upon the weather before I cut off a man's head.
Never mind.
No, Stan, you're the best of us. So we just got a quest here involving finding some hidden treasure, I think, later on. Or getting access to something, anyway. Mystical Site of Power we have to do. Pile of Filth. Just want to make sure we're not missing anything here. Those cells, which I never use. I wonder if people actually use those. Out of curiosity. So, like, does anyone that plays this, do they actually use, like, the balms and the salves and that stuff, or do they just use, like, the potions, like the regular like magic potion and health potion? I'd like to know. Okay, Furnace's Footlocker. So there's a few of those that we have to find that gives us the details that we need to complete one of the quests. And we didn't miss any of them yet, so that's good.
Stop, right there. Take another step, and I swear I will strike you down where you stand.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
I am Wynne, Mage of the Circle, and these children are under my protection. Who are you, and what is your purpose here? Have the Templars opened the door? Speak quickly. I'll have no games.
Okay, you need to friggin' calm down, lady. I'm here to help.
And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now?
Yeah, they actually do. But don't worry, it hasn't arrived yet.
They sent for it then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us.
He does, actually. He said so himself.
But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
Well, let's, yeah, why we waste time here when there's abominations to kill?
Abominations. Let me help you. I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle.
So basically, I really have no choice, right?
Once
yeah,
Gregor
I'll help you.
sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Seems a lot better towards mages than Meredith in Dragon Age 2, that's for sure.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
Alright, will the children be safe here?
Watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
sound logic. I really can't argue with that. Alright.
You want us
Let's
to
go.
assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Boy, you're going to be even more pissed when you find out that I'm replacing you with her for the rest of this quest. Hold your tongue, you harpy. We'll do as I say. Not going to go with that one. Yeah, I'm just going to say you could have been one of them if things were different.
Had my mother not shielded me from the Templars, so I am to show sympathy? My mother often said that things are the way they are because they could not have been any other way. I always questioned this. Do what you wish.
Yeah, your mother has a way of talking in circles. Alright, well,
Petra,
thank you.
None, look after the others. I will be back soon.
When? Are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more.
Badly hurt earlier. I wonder what that could possibly mean.
Keep them safe and calm. If
Alright,
you are ready,
let's go.
Let us go end this.
Alright, so yeah, so win is required. As you can see on the character select, on the left side there's actually like a lock underneath her picture, so I cannot remove her. So we're still going to take Aleister, and we're still going to take Sten, because I do like to have a one rogue, one mage, 2 warrior party, and accept. All right. You know what? Let's just go just a little bit longer. First, maybe what we'll do is we'll finish this floor, and then we'll start from floor 2, and go onwards. But let's put the vestments of the seer on Wynne, and we'll give her an apprentice cowl. So that's going to give her a pretty good boost. Now she is a spirit healer, I believe, so she actually has some pretty decent healing magic, which will help. Whenever I play a mage in this game, a spirit healer is always one of the ones that I take.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
Fair enough. Yeah, let's do it.
Be on your guard.
I can't go anywhere else. And the collision remains behind for an extra couple of seconds. There's really not much else to do on this floor except for one quest that I think we're gonna do, and then we'll call it a night. Now, the one thing with Wynne being a really great healer is that I don't think she... Where is everybody else? Hello, party members. If I die in this... Okay, there we go. Okay, okay. Guys, we need to have a talk, alright? I know I tend to run into combat, but you have to follow me. And not a single one of them dropped anything. Okay, so summoning sciences. That's the quest that we're gonna end things on here tonight. But let's just clear out. Let's clear out a couple of these fights. Before we go. Lesser Rage Demon. Ow. Okay, no, let's... Okay, well, that's fine. I killed it. I was gonna say let's go for the one that is actually there. Alright, so... Let's open this door. Okay, so Wynn has... What does Wynn have for spells? So she has Group Heal, which is great. She has Revival, so that's a good one to have. Because that means that if one of us gets knocked down in combat, she can actually cast a spell. It's a little AoE effect. And it will basically resurrect anyone that's in that area. You'll still have the injury, you'll still have kind of low health, so you'll have to take a potion, I think, right away. But that's a really good one to have. I think later on, you can get an ability that will let you... when are you going to get your... There we go. That will allow her to heal the injuries as well, I think. Oh, right into a giant fireball. You're going to get a whole bunch of stabbings. And I'm going to heal. I'm going to get out of that fire geyser. I'm going to heal. No, no, I'm not done with you. Ah. Wow, he ran away, and then Wynn ended up killing him right at the end there. That was my kill. I want that kill back. So the Mystical Power. So that is a Mage's Collective thing as well, so we want to activate those. I don't think there's any chests. Okay, cool. So... let's end things by doing some of these Summoning Science quests. So we have the Summoning Font. That's the Summoning Font is the very first thing that we interact with. And then I'm going to probably forget these a little bit, but let's just see what we got here. Circle of Magi, Summoning Sciences. I need to go to the note. Codex. Quest related, Summoning Sciences. So the very first one, Exercise 1, address the Summoning Font, which we did. Select the second passage from the Tome of Spirit Personages, on the second shelf, and then pass hands through the first Summoning Flames. So we need the Tome of Spirit, which is over there. Okay. But first we'll take this pile of books. We'll take that apprentice note. So there's the tome. And then we just go over here to the Summoning the First. And it brings up like a little nug that basically dies right away. The Spirit Hog gives us a garnet, which is a quest item we can use later. So the next one, the second one, Summoning Font. And gotta go into the, if I go the right way here, back to the note, Summoning Sciences. So for the second one, Exercise 2. Address the Summoning Font, which we did. Recite Roder Calm's Uncommon Calling. Statue, so Uncommon Calling, Statue, and then pass our hands through the second one. So the book we're looking for is right there. The statue is back over in the first section. Right here. And then we go to the second one. So that summons something that immediately disappears. And I'm sure that's never going to come back to haunt us later, right? Never. Alright, and then for the third one... the third one's kind of long, so I'm going to probably address this note a few times. So we did the Summoning Font. So we need the Grand Bestiary, the Sigil on the table. Alright, let's just do those first. So we need the Bestiary. Because I can only really ever remember two of these things at once here. There's the Bestiaries here. And then the table. So there was a spot here. The common table carving spot. If you select the wrong thing, once you start one of these, you take a minor amount of damage, and then you have to start from the beginning. So a minor setback, but nothing terrible. Alright, so we did the bestiary, we did the sigil on the table, the Spiritorum Etherealis. Spiritorum. Spiritorum is summoning the fourth, huh? Is there a fourth one I've just never done? Spiritorum, okay, I think that's down here on the floor. Yep. Alright, back to the note. So perform Callum's gesture. 2 fingers, so we go back to the statue. And then the novice phylactery. Okay. So, statue. Novice phylactery. Alright, and then we go over to the third. Before I do that, though, there was this one that said fourth. Summoning the fourth. Okay, I wonder what that is. Because I don't think I've ever actually noticed that one there before. But we summon this, and then we have to fight another one of these, basically like twisted bears. This is called a Fade Drifter. So it's a creature from the Fade that basically just takes the form of a bear. But we got him. Just move away from the corpse so it'll actually spawn the treasure, which is charged mitts. So yeah, I don't recall there being a fourth one. So if I do this again, will that be there? Yeah, summoning the fourth. Okay, interesting. I don't think there's anything for that, right? Exercise, yeah, just 1, 2, and 3. I wonder what happens if I just pass my hands over it, like, immediately, without doing anything else. Nope, just take damage. Okay. But wind healed me, so we're all good. Alright, so I think that's where we're actually going to leave off. Because there's a couple more floors that I have to do before I can get to the Fade section. So I think we're just going to go through all that on the next stream. But I do want to take a moment just to thank everyone that came in to hang out for a little bit. Sword Talon 1, Pravity, and Siege Weasel 57. Thanks a lot for hanging out and just, sending a couple messages, chatting. It was great to sort of interact with each of you. As well as just want to thank anyone who watches the stream afterwards when it's sort of like in its on-demand period on Twitch, and as well as for anyone who watches this when I upload it to YouTube, which is usually about like a day or so after I do the actual stream. So I think what like I said, we're going to leave it here. I might look up and actually see if there's a way to do anything with this fourth summoning flame or whatever, because I've just never actually noticed that one before. So I'll look that up, between now and the next stream, which I don't think is actually going to be next week, because my wife and I were going to go down and visit her parents for a little bit. One of her brother, her younger brother, but not her youngest brother. She's the oldest, and then she has 2 brothers that are a few years younger than her. But one of them lives out of province, and this is the first time in like almost 2 years that he's actually been able to come down and visit. So we're going to go there and spend a few days. We're probably going to take the Xbox, but I don't feel comfortable doing like live streams in someone else's home. right? So I think I'm going to take next week off, but I will be back the week after, and we'll see what we can do with that 4th flame, and if not, we're just going to head up into the tower, and we'll go through and at least go through the Fade, if not finish the Mage's Tower. So, like I said, I'm probably going to take a week break, and then I'll be back with another stream in like 2 weeks' time. But again, thank you everyone who took the time to pop in. Even if you just popped in for a few minutes left and didn't comment or anything, I still appreciate it. And for anyone who watches this on YouTube, again, it really means a lot to me. So thanks a lot, guys. And it really means a lot. We're going to save, we're going to quit, and I will see you all next time. Take care.